Hello folks, now I know what you're thinking. Bro, where have you been? Okay, I get it. I haven't posted in so long. That's because I really haven't found any inspiration or energy to be playing video games recently because I've been so locked in with college work as of late, okay? That is the primary reason why I've been staying away from video games, especially on the PS5, okay? But that's besides the point. The point is, today's video, I'm going to discuss the dilemma that is currently going on with Tekken 8. Now, apparently, if some of you don't know, I haven't posted any content involving Tekken 8 in so darn long. It's really been like a few months, I think, since Clive came out as DLC for the first time. I believe that was like a few months ago at this point, right? Since last December. So therefore, seeing Tekken 8 and witnessing what it has become these days, it's sort of interesting because I've kept hearing so many people talk bad about Tekken 8 Season 2, talking about, oh, the game is cooked, the game is finished, the game trash, these new moves suck, these characters have been buffed here, oh, the patch notes didn't do jack there. Like, everyone has been complaining left and right, and low-key, I've been seeing, not a lot, but I have seen a couple of tweets on Twitter involving this set change for Season 2, okay? Now, here's the thing. I was on the fence, okay, admittedly, about playing Season 2 for Tekken 8 because I've been on Street Fighter 6 lately, and even then I took a break from that game as of late. But like I said, I've been taking a huge break from video games simply because, again, I have found no energy whatsoever to play these games. So I guess you can say I have been a bit bored, to say the least. But anyways, as far as this game in particular, I have been taking a huge break, okay, especially when Season 2 came out, because like I said, I have been hearing nothing but negative things about this update so far. So therefore, I am making this video strictly to give you guys my perceived judgment, if you will, about this update. And so, as you can see, I got gameplay footage, of course. I've been playing this game for at least roughly an hour or so, trying out the new features and whatever, trying out I didn't really try out all of the characters' new moves because I just saw no point, personally, but I went to see how the online was, and so therefore, I went to casual matches, and thankfully, they do have an option to where you can, search for opponents who are at a similar rank than you, or at least a rank higher or lower than you. That's pretty much unique. I wish that would have been in the game day one, but that's besides the point. So casual matches have been my go-to mode as of late because I've been noticing the ranked matches aren't even the same no more, okay? And I'll be the first one to repeat myself. Ranked matches just don't hit the same in this game anymore, and here's why. I've noticed that from what I've heard, and I've experienced this too on my behalf, sometimes like when you win certain games, especially against higher ranked people, you somehow don't get as many points. But when you lose a game or whatever, you lose just as much points, if not more. Now, at that time, I legit thought that was a total joke because I have zero clue whose idea that was to have the point system be just all over the place. I literally don't know what's going on. I really don't. And so, therefore, that leads me to my next point, okay? Now, gameplay-wise, at one point, like I said, I have only played like rarely an hour or so of Tekken 8 with the whole Season 2 update and whatnot, and I rarely felt any changes, okay? And what I mean by that is the gameplay is still exactly the same, okay? I've rarely noticed some counters or whatever because I've noticed that counters are a brand new feature or whatever that is now part of the gameplay mechanics. And yes, I did watch some of the Tekken Talk live stream earlier that happened like a few weeks ago, but even then, that don't even matter to me anymore when you got stuff like this going on. Because let's be real here, I've been noticing for a long time that Tekken 8 has been more of a 2D fighting game deep down than it is a 3D fighting game, okay? This is not me just saying that, not knowing what to expect. I've been experiencing this for a long while now, ever since I picked up Tekken, especially in this particular case, Tekken 8, ever since this very product came out. okay? Even though I didn't get the game day one, I got it like a few days later, so I was a bit late to the party. That's a different story in itself. Long story short, folks, Tekken 8, I've been realizing that this game has been so different as time went on, okay? Because at one point, I was so excited, I was hyped, I was admittedly on the hype train for this game ever since they announced this game. And then fast forward to when I picked up the game for the very first time, it was like a breath of fresh air. I even went as far as to consider this game one of my personal favorite fighting games of this generation. But look at where we are now. Tekken 8 don't hit the same, okay? Especially to me personally. Right now, I have, well, for the last several months, I think since the summer of last year, I have been gaining a love and hate relationship with Tekken 8, especially ranked matches, because it has been a complete joke to me, okay? The way people throw you into the ground, the way King players been doing suplexes, the way people grab you into a throw loop, the way Lily players have been kicking you up and down on the ground, the way people have been aggressive online, and good God, don't even get me started on the one and done. And what I mean by that is that there are times to where certain people will not give you a rematch after the very first fight. That right there alone sets me off the most, okay? That is probably the biggest pet peeve that I have in this entire game. But look, I know I'm not the only one going through this, because I'm sure a lot of you guys, if not some of you, have been experiencing the exact same thing. And if so, listen, I feel for you guys, okay? Deep down, I really do. I feel for you guys that had to go through the exact same issues that I once did, for real, for real. Especially with stuff like this going on in Season 2. I mean, listen, it's just insane to me at this point. It really is. It's just insane. Okay, so therefore, Tekken 8 Season 2, they lied. Even I was, bamboozled, led astray, run amongst, hoodwinked, whatever you want to call it. I fell for the trap. Even though I had zero expectations, given the reception this update has been given recently, even I noticed there were little to no changes whatsoever with this game, aside from the occasional counters, but that was about it. And even then, that was not that big of a change to me whatsoever. Anyway, with that being said, if you guys are still sticking to your guns while playing this game, still giving it a chance, more power to you. I'm just saying, for me personally, as a casual player, everything they mentioned about this update was a total lie. They lied. It feels like you're not missing out on much right now. But anyway, take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
We won't be intimidated by criminal threats.